Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM20 Build a Nation series, Climbing with Cliftonville with me, Daniel. It's part 41 today and we are back at the second attempt to try and win our first trophy of the season. We lost out in the last episode in the final of another tournament and today we try and get revenge. But more importantly, perhaps than that in the series, we've also got reflections on a transfer window so far, which could be massive for next season, which will probably be our final one, particularly involving Larne, who have crept back up to second now, and Glentoran, who are in third. We've also got our youth intake preview to talk about, something else that could be crucial, of course. So there is a lot of off-the-pitch action today, which could shape the final season of this series. Of course, if FM21's slightly delayed, we might get two more in, but I want to be cautious for now. We'll definitely get one more in after this. And of course, the things that are happening here could make a massive difference. So we'll take a look at those in a minute, as well as trying to win our first trophy of the season. So if you're looking forward to all of that, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for daily FM20 content, as well as loads of live content and videos from FM21 as soon as the beta releases. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been drip feeding announcements all week. There's votes on the community page. We've set up a Discord and a Twitter as well. So come and get involved in all of those. I really appreciate your support with this one though. It's probably been the most successful one of the year for me. And I can't thank you enough for your continued support. But there's not too much time to reflect on that because we have had a very busy start to the transfer window. And I don't mean us personally. I mean the Irish League. So if we go and have a look, firstly at our transfers, then we'll go and have a look at the rest of the league. We had an offer accepted for Mark Lyons. So he was our first choice left back. We didn't want to let him go. We were rejecting offers from Burnley and the likes. But Larne came in and offered 650 grand plus a sell-on fee. And I just thought we can replace Lyons. The Irish League can't get quality like that too often. So we offered him the chance to talk to them. But unfortunately, he's rejected them. So as a result, he stays with us. But that would have been a massive move for the Irish League. But there is potentially one more. Matthew Smith is talking to Larne as well. £800,000 for a player who's fallen out of our first 11. Albeit he's been back in due to a Jake Kane injury recently. He's talking to Larne, and if he goes there, I think that will change the Irish League. That's the transfer that will make things happen. He's a top quality player at this level. He's been a first choice player for us for years. He was a star player last year in a star-studded lineup. He's dropped a little this year because of the likes of Harvey Elliott, who are rated so well. But this guy is special. And if he can go and partner Brad Lyons over at Larne, they've got two very good central midfielders. And they're starting to build a side that could compete for the title and, more importantly, can get through some qualifiers in Europe. So that's the first thing we're looking at. We've loaned out a few others. We're trying to loan one in just in case of Matthew Smith going. And that will be a like-for-like replacement. But let's have a look at the history as well, because Larne have already been busy with our team. And that perhaps isn't a surprise, but Glentoran certainly is. Glentoran came in and offered all of the wages for our backup goalkeeper, Connor Mitchell. They've got a really good team, they're up in third, but they're really weak in goal. So they came in for Connor Mitchell, and we've got Devlin there as a backup. Mitchell's played a few for us this year. But I just thought, look, we need to strengthen the league. So we're going to let him go. We can get a backup keeper any time if we need to. So Glentoran have signed Connor Mitchell. He's playing for them. Conceded 2 in 2. He's been okay. And he's a big improvement on what they've got. So well done to him. He's going to Glentoran. And then Ben Hall, who was on the transfer list. We were trying to sell him. We have extended some loan deals because partly players were homegrown at the club now where they've been here 2 or 3 years. And we've also tried to keep the strength for the final season. So Ben Hall has gone to Larne for 44,000. A good centre-half, a fringe player there apparently. They've signed another big centre-half from another team as well. But he's a good player and I'm really pleased that they've brought him in. They're just strengthening that squad again. They've already bought Welsh and McDermott in previous years. And Ben Hall, a Northern Irish international. Again, the reputation is strengthening. No transfers in just yet, but we have extended some loans as I mentioned. So let me show you the contract offers. And we can do it that way more easily. So Adam Idar, pick of the bunch this season. He is staying again next year. Irish under-21 international. Still 1.8 grand a week. No increase there. 10 goals in 13 in the Champions League. 9 goals in 11 in the Danske Bank Premiership. And he's also scored a few in the Cups as well. 6 in the Tunnocks Caramel Wafer Cup. So here's the first one. Nico Williams almost became a permanent. He was out of contract at the end of the year. We offered him a deal. It was perfectly within our wage structure. He was going to agree it. And then Liverpool extended his contract. They had a 1-year trigger extension and they managed to put that on. So as a result, he's coming back on loan instead. But £775 a week is a no-brainer for his quality. Third is Finlay Robertson. I wasn't actually that fussed about renewing his. But then, when I saw that it saved us £700 a week, I had to do it. 1.3 thousand, we were previously playing 2. And he's got 15 caps for the Scotland under-21s. He's doing well in Europe. And he's starting to look a good player. So if his consistency improves, he'll become a star. So no qualms about extending his. And then Saul Shotton stays on a free. He's now homegrown at the club. So with Ben Hall going, we're keeping him as 4th choice. Just to help the Champions League squad next year. And then Dennis Sirkin is staying as well. The reason I did that is because there was no wage contribution. And at the time I thought Mark Lyons was going. Of course now that's probably not the case. But either way, he's going to be a good signing for us. So we keep him for 1 more year. I'd probably like to keep Branthwaite out of that lot. Middleton looks like he's going on a free elsewhere. And Harvey Elliott, I'd love to, but I don't think we'll be able to. So that's where the exciting transfer window so far stands at the minute. We will skip through just to see if Matthew Smith signs after this game. But it's been a couple of weeks already, so I'm a bit worried he might reject them. But of course, we've got one other thing to look at as well. And that is our youth intake preview. So let's very quickly go and have a look at that. We've got loads of fixtures to get through as well. But our youth candidates, again, an excellent crop of players coming through. And this time, we've got a very good head of youth development. Great judgment, fairly determined. It's a very good coach as well. I think he could sniff out quality, and I think he's done so. So with Terry McFlynn saying that, I'm really hopeful. It looks like there's one good goalkeeper, a very good fullback, and a very good forward. And most of the poor things are about midfielders to say that they're not very good. So perhaps we'll get a defensive surprise. Maybe a quality left back, then Mark Lyons. We can have another go at giving him to Larn. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But for now, a really good sign. Really good signs for the Irish League and really good signs for us. If I very quickly show you the league transfer window, just so you can see a couple of the other big transfers. So there's not been a huge amount this window. Glentoran have sold a player to Larn for 60 grand and it's Maron, the centre half and right back, and he's good as well. So another one that they've signed for big money, and it looks like they've got a really good back 4 now. So I'm hoping that means they're going to improve soon. Otherwise, there's not a huge amount going on, but those two sides, Glenavon and Larn, really looking to pull away from the rest now. Johnny McMurray got injured for Linfield, so they're dropping down a league. Institute are managerless, despite keeping Calvin Faulkner, who is one of their best players, but he's out of contract at the end of this year. So I'm going to keep a very close eye on him, because I don't want to get to a position where he goes to England. If we need to intervene, we will sign him. But very good signs, very good performances off the pitch from the Irish teams, and very good ones from us on it, as you can see. You were with me last time as we lost the Irish Champions Cup. Since then, we've been playing catch-up, and we have been doing it very well. So we won 4-0 against Institute in the Bet McLean Cup quarter-final. Jake Kane, Brathwaite, Lindley and Middleton with a goal apiece. Against Glentoran in the semi-final just 3 days later, Matthew Smith and Connor Crawford scored after we fell 1 behind to Levi Stupple, another good youngster coming through in this league. Against TNS in the Tunnocks Caramel Wafer Cup quarter-final, Middleton and Idar secured a victory for us before a narrow 2-1 win at home to Glenavon in the league. Connor Crawford and Middleton with the goals, Callum Reid making it a nervy finish. 3-0 wins followed that against Ballymena first with Hepburn Murphy's brace and Sammy Wilson, Linfield with Idar's brace and Connor Crawford, and Dungannon Swifts with a Connor Crawford hat-trick. He is really revelling in being first choice at the moment, and he's improving yet further off the pitch. A 3-2 win against Larn, we were pegged back from 3-0 up. At half-time it looked comfortable after a Middleton goal and a Crawford brace, but Hassan and Parkhouse late on making it close. Robbie Hassan really improving at 19, and David Parkhouse, a good young player. We had him in the Dawkins save as well. A bit more comfortable away at Crusaders though, a 7-2 victory on that occasion. We were actually 1-0 and 2-1 down early on, but Hepburn Murphy got 4, Daly, Crawford and Sirkin with 1 apiece as we won really comfortably in the end. A 1-0 win followed away at Glentoran, nowhere near as comfortable, but Harvey Elliott scored the crucial winning goal. A 3-1 win at Coleraine, Hepburn Murphy with a brace and Hal Naismith got one as well. Hepburn Murphy, loving being part of the backup team, scoring goals for fun when he comes in. Into this month, after the Coleraine one, we play Ballina Millard at home, Harvey Elliott, Glen Middleton and an Idar brace, as the visitors really missed our online keeper. A 2-0 win at Knockbreda in the Irish Cup, Hepburn Murphy and Stephen Thompson with the goals, ending a long goal drought there, the youngster. And he's continued his form since then as well, more on that in a minute. A 5-1 win at Portadown, Idar with 2, Crawford, Daly and Smith. And then against Glenarvan, Stephen Thompson popped up with another brace, as Noah Daly made it 3 before half-time. So that leads us into the Shield final in perfect form. But as you can see, Glentoran, in the 2 games, one of the only sides to push us all the way consistently. They have made a bit of a run of it. They were bottom of the league last time we were here. They're now up to 9th place, 10 points clear. Crusaders now hold that position. But Glentoran really improving. So I'm hoping this will be a good final, but one that we can come out on top in. Larne play Institute in their game in hand in a league while we do that. And we've run through loads of fixtures. So let's take a breather at Windsor Park by getting into the Northern Irish County Shield final. We've got our first 11 available, with the exception of Kane, who's just coming back from injury but not fit today. Only 5 subs, of course, so not as much strength in depth as normal. And it could be a final game for the club for Matthew Smith, as he prepares for an 800 grand move to Larne. What a deal that could be for the league. So we've got Gavin Bazunu in goal today, Williams and Lyons the fullback, with McDonald alongside Branthwaite at centre half, Smith and Robertson in central midfield, Elliott and Middleton on the wings, and Adam Idar joined by Connor Crawford up front, who has been scoring goals for fun and is also wanted by Larne, as is Noah Daly as well. Noah Daly I'm prepared to sell, so we'll keep an eye on that one. But into the game we go. It's our second cup final of the season, and hopefully this time we can add the first trophy. Do you think we can do it? Let me know below. It's Glentoran v Cliftonville. 5-4-1 for Glentoran. They've done this a couple of times against us, just sitting literally everyone and everything behind the ball. So let's go to our tactics. Is there anything else we can do? We're going to go positive, but aside from that, we're into the first half. The tunnel interview's good. The boys are excited. Of course, they want to retain the trophy. So let's see if it happens. Nasseri dropped to the bench. They really are going defensive. Let's see if it pays off for them. We've got a corner early on though. Nico Williams delivers. Oh, it's a terrible own goal. I know we wanted to win this, but Michael O'Connor, the experienced midfielder, it's gone to Glenarvan in real life, I think. I mentioned Crusaders a couple of episodes ago. Completely got it wrong. Glenarvan he's gone to. And unfortunately, it's a terrible own goal. And they've looked just as vulnerable from the next set piece. It's all good putting 10 behind the ball in open play. If you can't defend a corner, it's not going to matter at all. As Nico Williams delivers to Connor Crawford, who heads just over the bar. 12 minutes gone, and it looks like this could be a riot. As we've got another throw on the right with Williams. Barely time to catch our breath. Crosses in towards Idar, deflected behind. Stephen Elliott with a really good challenge, but it's out for a corner kick. Williams takes it. Outswinger to the front post. Headed away as far as Branthwaite. His shot's blocked as well. Williams is wide if he wants him, but he's forced backwards, and that ends that. But Lyons picks it up on a free kick. Just 1 minute between the highlights. It is really relentless stuff here, as Mark Lyons goes inside to Smith. Chance to play forward, but instead turns away, goes inside to Robertson. Plays square to Middleton, takes on his fullback, beats him easily despite a sliding challenge, and forces a great save from Byrne the keeper. Harvey Elliott recycles it though. Williams crosses, Elliott hoofs clear, and you can see that defensive guard, 5 in the box at all times, as Elliott plays a 1-2 with Robertson. Turns it into the right side of the box, back to Matthew Smith. To Robertson again. Chance to make the run in here. Goes wide to Williams. Nice back heel. And it's headed away by Noonan. They've just got 100 men on the end of that with their big heads. And it's been cleared away as far as they can. As Nico Williams gets to the byline. Back to Harvey Elliott. To Robertson. But you can't defend those ones. 30 yards out. Robertson smashes it off the underside of the bar. And after that relentless defensive pressure, heading away every aerial ball into the box, they've been beaten by a long strike, and that's the risk you play when you play deep. It is 2-0 to Cliftonville, and we're surely going to win this. As Collins picks it up on the left-hand side, finds McLean, wide to McGrath. He's going to play down the right-hand side. Time to find Glendinning, and it's good play there. He's hitting inside to McLean. They've really beaten us there, as O'Connor finds him again. We're forcing them backwards now though, good pressure, although it does find its way to McGrath on the right, and he goes back to O'Connor for a third time. Gives it away to Glen Middleton. Over the top to Idar. He's got pace to burn this kid, and he's in one-on-one. It's a great challenge by Elliott. Looks really good defensively, that kid. and he's forced it out for a corner, which Williams takes. Crawford's there and heads straight into the keeper's arms. They're really struggling from those set pieces still. A quarter of the game gone. We've already had 7 shots on target, and it's 2-0 to Cliftonville. It all looks comfortable. Throw on the right-hand side for Nico Williams. Just 9 to the break now as Harvey Elliott plays a 1-2 in towards Ida, who loses out aerially in the air. We've got to make sure we try low crosses perhaps, because that seems to be catching them out more. Bazunu gets it all the way back in goal, and he's got time to play out. Branthwaite, no pressure on our centre-halves at all. They're playing football for fun. As Middleton picks it up left again. He's got 2 in the middle, now 3. Tries to go low, but it's blocked. Lyons in. Crawford wins the header, and maybe this route works. 24 for the season for Connor Crawford, despite a month injury. It is 3-0 Cliftonville. The Shield is won. And what a performance this has been on the big stage. No scares like we had against Ards last year. As Middleton crosses again, Idar's there, and it's out to Harvey Elliott off the line. And a free kick eventually given. Don't forget at the start of last season in the league, we beat Glentoran 12. And if we'd had our shooting boots on today, it could well have been that. As it is, Branthwaite's made it 4 from another set piece. And the difference is startling from restarts. It really is. 4-0 at half time. Cliftonville have won it. And we can think about resting people later on. We're going to tell the lads to get out there, not let their performances drop. And we'll see just how many we can make it. It's a corner kick to Nico Williams into the back post. Crawford loses out in the air. It falls for McDonald on the right though. He tries to cross. It's blocked to Robertson. Oh, he's volleyed one just over. Or just wide, was it? Didn't get a good angle of it, but brilliant strikes from Robertson. His long shots are really improving. It's one of his worst attributes, ironically. As Crawford puts it in, it's a foul. Definitely a foul. I'm going to let Crawford take the penalty. Try and get his goal count up. Because he has had a brilliant season and he deserves another chance. McDonald brought down another set piece causing it. And we've got a chance from the spot to make it 5 here. Connor Crawford steps up into the corner. Sends the keeper the wrong way. And it is a comfortable win for Cliftonville. Glentoran have run us close a couple of times. But on the big stage, we have wiped the floor with them. 25 to go. We're going to make changes. Wilson on for Smith. We want to make sure he doesn't get an injury ahead of that move to Larne. Robertson will swap into the deep line role maybe. Although he's done well box to box, so we'll leave him there. Hepburn Murphy on for Ida, who's yet to score today. And Nico Williams at right back's tired. So we'll bring on Connor McLaughlin. Nico Williams, as always, seems to be recovering from an injury. So we'll leave him for the last 25. A good rest for 3, a good performance, and a comfortable victory as we get our first trophy of the season. And it looks like we're back with a dangerous free kick again. Connor Crawford to take it. Already got 2 today. Free kick just wide. It had curl on it. The keeper seemed to lose track of it, or he was really confident. One of the two. We've now had 30 shots in the game, over 10 on target. And it's been a relentless pressing performance. As Sammy Wilson, the youngster, picks it up to Branthwaite. Sammy Wilson again. I did try to loan him out, ironically. Coleraine no longer interested. Switch of play headed away to Nasseri. He gets there first. Obviously making shockwaves for Linfield in real life, but still with Glentoran here. He's giving it away though, and Middleton brings it forward. Looks like his last season with us. Goes to Robertson. Chance to play right to McLaughlin. On for Williams and now overlapping on the right. Chance to cut inside. Finds Robertson. Finds Sammy Wilson. Is he going to dare to shoot? Of course he's not. Into Harvey Elliott. It's just a game of keep ball. It's brilliant to watch. Middleton on the edge. Still comes out with the ball there. Into the area. Shoots. And makes it 6-0. Glenn Middleton. A super goal. Perseverance in the tackle. And it is Glentoran 0. Cliftonville 6. This is one of our best cup final performances ever. A brilliant one on the big stage. And it looks like we're going to be lifting the trophy. The red and white suit will get an outing. The trophy will be lifted. I'm looking forward to these on FM21 with the updated graphics because it is going to be special. Fantastic for the lads. Brilliant performance. All started by an own goal, of course. But our difference was our attacking of set pieces. We've worked tirelessly on them over the last 2 years. And it's now our strength rather than our weakness. So let's very quickly look at what the board and media said about the game. They're delighted as we bring in another 20,000. Connor Crawford has done a fantastic job for us there. 2 more goals for him. And we'll deal with a press conference off camera. We're just going to skip ahead to Thursday now. I know it's not long, just to see if the Matthew Smith transfer goes through. And then we'll polish off the episode. Could be a massive moment though for Irish football. Well, the dreaded news has come, I'm afraid. Matthew Smith has rejected Larne. It's such a shame because it would have changed the league forever. But now they're no longer interested. He will remain at the club for the season. and Matthew Smith is not going to Larne. The Irish League, to be fair, at least they're trying. Hopefully they'll come in for Daly, who I think they've got a better chance with. But it looks like that big star is not going to be jumping across. So as it stands, Larne are trying, but they can't sign them. Maybe if they get European football for the summer, that will make it easier. We'll wait and see. But let's have a look at the schedule for when we'll be back. We have drawn the mighty Feyenoord in the first knockout round of the Europa League. It does look like it's just a one-legged tie and it's away from home. So I think it will probably be the end of the road. We also play lower league Newry in the Bet McLean Cup final. That's a bit of a surprise. What they're doing with them, I don't know. They have just signed Johnny Tuffy though, the Irish international. Even though at 35, not the peak of his powers, but still a very good player. They've got a couple on loan from us who I presume won't be able to play, but that will be our next episode. All of the focus on the pitch, Newry in the cup final, and then Feyenoord in the Europa League knockout round. Possibly the end of the road, but we'll see if we can produce another one of those miraculous European nights. So we'll be over in Holland for that one. I hope I can see you there as always. If you did enjoy this one though, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Let me know what you think of Matthew Smith rejecting Larne. Probably is going to cost us a bit of progress in this save. But either way, at least they're trying now. They're trying to get those big players in. And we've got to thank them for at least putting that effort in. Of course, the cup final performance was brilliant and we've potentially got another great youth intake as well. So much to look forward to over the next few episodes. And let me know what you think will happen on the next European night. I mean, we've played against the likes of RB Leipzig and beaten them. So I don't think that's going to make any difference. So perhaps there's hope, but on the road we might struggle. Let me know what you think will happen. Subscribe to the channel for daily FM20 content from this story with Cliftonville, weekly live streams as well, and loads upcoming from FM21. I've got 2 weeks off work when the beta's due out, so I will be ploughing through content, and I hope to see you there because I'm so excited for what we've got planned. You can catch up with the announcements over on Discord, on Twitter, links down below in the description, and of course over on the community page here as well. But a massive thanks for watching this one and your continued support with the series as always. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time. Another European night. This time we're off to Rotterdam to face Feyenoord.